Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, it's Shadow Plays here, and today I will be doing a top 5 tiers. Before we get into this, please make sure to like and subscribe. Number 5, Jurassic World Evolution 2. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a park manager tycoon game. I'm just gonna quickly do a rundown of a few of the game modes. First up is Sandbox mode. Sandbox mode is a mode where you can just sit back, relax, chill, build your own park. You don't have to do any research, or you can pick. Um, you don't need to worry about money, and you can just release dinosaurs, see what they look like, and yeah. Then we have Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Jurassic World Chaos Theory, what you have to do, you have to go through each of the movies one by one in any order you want. And your goal is to fix a specific park from each location. For an example, in Jurassic World Dominion, you have to make a park using the pet trade or the dinosaur trade in Malta. And then there's also challenge mode where it's quite simple. It has in the name. You have to do a specific challenge under a time limit. Normally including getting a 5-star park. You'll see the star rating in the bottom right of the screen. So that's the main game mode. Please note that by the time you're watching this, Jurassic World Evolution 3 has probably released, which is releasing it on the 21st of October 2025. And then, yeah. So there are a total of I believe 122 dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and on release date Jurassic World Evolution 3 will have 80, including new ones. Number 4, Rotator. Rotator is a survival-based game that's a 2D survival-based game, zombie survival, and your goal is to go through waves, and at the end of every wave, you'll have an item drop, as you can see here. Zombies and other creatures will drop coins, and with those coins you can buy upgraded weapons and other things like similar to weapons, and also passive items. And then there's also the upgrade system. It's quite simple. If you have 2 of the same item that's the same rarities, such as, for example, 2 common knives, you can combine them and then you'll get an epic. Oh, yes, an epic. And in order, it is common, epic, legendary, and mythic. Your luck increases the chances of you getting higher rarity weapons in the item shop. And then when you level up, you can also pick a new ability, which also can vary from common to epic. For an example, you can get heart, which increases your max HP, or you could get lung, which increases your HP regeneration. There's also things such as nose, which increases your luck. There's teeth, which increases your lifesteal, which basically 1 lifesteal gives you, I think, 1 health every time you kill something. It's a very fun game mode. There's up to 20 waves, and then when you finish the wave, when you finish those 20 waves, you get the next danger level, which is basically the same waves, except they have the enemies are stronger and there are more of them. You can also do achievements to earn new potatoes, and different potatoes give you different abilities. Some potatoes are very good, and some are horrible. Number 3, Fortnite. You probably all know Fortnite. It's quite an iconic game. The main game mode, at least, which is Battle Royale, is basically 100 players fight to the death in a giant island, or on a giant island. You have to find guns and things like that. There's also creator-made islands, which have things like, which are made, not made by Epic Games, which is the company that owns Fortnite. It's made by um players. In order to make a creator made island, you need at least 100 followers or subscribers, depending on what platform you're. Please note this: TikTok is not in you. You cannot. This does not include TikTok. Um, um, and there's also a few different game modes made by Epic Games. So there is Blitz Royale, Reload, and Zero Ball, which, yeah. The reason why Fortnite is famous. The reason why Fortnite is famous is because it's because of its unique mechanic, which is to be able to build. Before Fortnite, battle royales were fairly familiar. Most of the most popular games at the time were battle royales. So originally, people thought not much of it. But then when they introduced this interesting mechanic for building, that's mainly how it got popularity. They also had some YouTubers at the time were small but not very big because of Fortnite previewed, which includes Typical Gamer and Cypher PK as two of them. Fortnite is now one of the most popular games and probably most people who play video games have heard about it. There's also quite a few modes, as you can see on screen here. This is Zero Build, which is exactly why this person probably isn't building. And then there are also a lot of YouTubers have gotten extremely famous from Fortnite. And yeah. And then there's also, if you become popular enough, you might be lucky enough to get a skin in Fortnite. Some people who have skins in Fortnite include Cypher PK, Lachlan, Ninja, Nick30, and Loser Fruit. All of these people are people who became famous because of Fortnite. And then we have number 2, Minecraft. You probably all know Minecraft. It's a very fun game. There are lots of people who play it. It's a simple game. Survive as long as you can. There's hardcore mode, survival mode, creative mode, and spectator mode, and adventure mode. I'll just give you a quick briefing of each of them. First up, survival mode. It's iconic. One of the first modes in Minecraft. It's simple. You spawn in a world with nothing, and your goal is whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can build whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. There are no restrictions in Minecraft. You can mod the game. You can, if you play on Bedrock, you can use the marketplace, and yeah. And then there's also creative, which gives you even less limitations. Because in survival mode, you can die. You need to eat. You need to worry about mobs. Whereas in creative mode, you can fly. You can never die. Or in Java, you can die if you fall in the void. And yeah, you can just open your inventory, and just like that, you have every block in the game. And you can just spawn mobs. You have commands, as many just for builders. And then yeah. Number 1, Path of Titans. Path of Titans is not an extremely popular game. I believe they have something like 500,000 users. It is quite simple. You pick a dinosaur, you try grow that dinosaur, and then if you're playing in multiplayer, you will probably try and fight smaller dinosaurs or bigger dinosaurs. There are 3 main different game modes. Let's just say they're not exactly game modes. So first up, there is single player. You can mod whatever the game however you want, although you do use the built-in modding system, not a third-party website. And you just survive. You can change the settings to your liking, and yeah, it's quite simple. Then there's community servers. There are mods, but then the other person has to, the owner has to change the mods manually, and only the owner can change the mods. And then there's multiplayer, no mods, simple, just base game dinosaurs. And that's pretty much my ranking. Thank you all for watching. This is Shadow Plays. I hope you like, subscribe. Goodbye.